There's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good. It's your body. No one has the right to touch you if you don't want them to. So what do? First, you say no. Then, you get out of there. Most important, you gotta tell someone you trust. Like your parents, your teacher, a police officer.
Well, I never thought I'd talk about this person again, and yet here we are. So, as some of you may know or may not know, I've talked about this individual in the past. In the past, this person has claimed that they worked for Sega, and their OC was going to be an official Sonic character, and all that other shit. Well, a lot of people believed her, of course, but there were a few skeptics like moi here. So, I made a video, it's pretty old and dumb, calling her out that she's a fucking liar. And I'll link that video down in the description so you can see it for yourself. So I'm not going to get into the whole details about that. So after that video was made, I pretty much ignored her bullshit from then on. You know, unfollowed her, wanted nothing to do with her. And for a few years, it's been that way. You know, a few people came to me like, hey, REAL Zer0finix is doing this. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And, you know, I kept ignoring it, until something came to light that set the Kill Bill siren off. She is grooming minors and sending them pornographic images of her OC. So, yeah, Kill Bill sirens. I knew enough was enough. I couldn't keep ignoring her from then on. So, let's get into it. This is Zer0finix, a DeviantArt artist who has found their niche in the Sonic fandom. And have an OC some of you may recognize a Maria Robotnik ripoff, Elina the Hedgehog, or Nalia as she was back in the day. On the surface, there's not a whole lot to her. She has great art, a cute OC, so what's wrong with her? Well, like I've said earlier, she's been sending pornography to minors and engaging in sexual roleplay with them, knowing fully well that they are fucking underage. And it's also been documented that she's been harassing and bullying people for having OCs that are blonde with curly hair. No, I'm not joking. 9. Despite all of this and being called out multiple times over the years, Zero has had the luxury of not caring. But now that people have come forward of her being a fucking creep, people can't defend her bullshit anymore. And no surprise, she deletes all of her accounts, only hiding in the Friday Night Funkin' fandom for 5 minutes until people found her and called her out on it, to only disappear again. Probably to wait till people forget all of it, come back with some bullshit apology saying how much I have changed. You know, I miss my Elina. I was in a bad place. I'm sorry for all the things that I've done. I miss Elina. She used to be so popular. Back in 2016, she was the most popular Sonic OC of all time. I want to draw more Elina so people will love her again. You know, that's what she's gonna do. You watch. She's gonna do it. Or maybe blame her dumb psycho cousin. No, I'm not fucking kidding. I'll... Look. So, then she'll come back and be a goody-goody two-shoes for a little while, then repeat her narcissistic bullshit behind the scenes, because like I said, she's been in a consequence-free environment, and she's done this multiple times. But she has done something that no one can defend. But yeah, I'm sure someone will do it anyway.
Become new me. 2018, 2019. I'm not here for fame. I don't care about being for fame. I didn't force people make gifts for me. It's kind of bored. I know I appreciate the gift. It's up to them to draw. Hi again. I think I miss draw Elina. And some of my friends miss my Elina too. Starting now, I will always draw Elina to make people love her again. I want to draw more and more about my Elina to inspire. Elina is forever character. She's my special character for me. She's my angel in my heart. I'm just the saddest person, that's all. Everyone forgot about me. I'm so sorry. I don't draw like this. I'm only show my feeling. How I feel sad all this long. It's not drama. It's just to show it how I feel. It's my OC name, Elina. It's true. What I mean in the drawing in 2016, Elina is the most popular OC in DeviantArt, and now people have just forgotten her, and no one draw her anymore as fan art. I'm sorry being like this. I was sad. I noticed my OC is forgotten. Look now, no one talk about her. She's gone. She's already dead. I'm so sorry. I'm showing her feeling out here. It's all my fault, not drawing her anymore. It's because I give up. Draw her some fan art. I'm so sorry. This is my feeling all along. I have depression on my OC. Elina deserves more love. I was afraid if I kept drawing her and people not support her. I love her. It's because Elina made a friend with Sonic Boys. Elina is just a regular beauty. I know people seem more beautiful than my OC. Please, guys, please give me support to make me draw more Elina. Elina, depression and sorrow. She doesn't have family, won't have friends. She's all alone. Live in the world with forgotten.
I'm not here for fame. I don't care about fame.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to take a look at Elina the Hedgehog, D0phiNix's pride and joy, to prove a point to you guys that her precious character is not that all original. Okay? It's not all bread and butter. So we're going to go through it and prove a point here. So let me get my little glove. And let's get started. Now, like I've said, there's nothing wrong with having a character that is not fully original. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's only so much you can do before you lose originality. You know, I'm sure my character is not that original. I mean, she's an aunt of the Princess of Soliana, for fuck's sakes. So, that's not exactly original. But, the point I'm getting at here is that D0phiNixx throws a fucking fit when people compare her character to Maria. When her character is literally a Maria ripoff. And she drew Maria as a hedgehog one time. And from what I understand, a lot of people made the comment that the hedgehog Maria just looks like Elina. And of course she lost her shit and started deleting comments and all this other crap. So, let's go through it. Okay. As you can see here, we have two little ladies here. Two little ladies. Which is Elina? Which one is Maria? Some of you might be able to know just from looking at them. But for someone who doesn't know who D0phiNixx is, never seen Elina before, but they're familiar with Maria, they're probably not going to even know how to tell the fucking difference. They're literally almost the same. But some of you may say, oh, well that's not fair. There's a black box. That's true. And I did that for a reason, so you can't see the outfits. What about now? Some of you might be able to tell. Some of you may not. But I find quite interesting is that they're both wearing blue cuffs. They're both wearing blue cuffs. And they're both blondes. Both have curly, wavy hair. Yes, one of them is curlier than the other, but still rather curly. Whoa, what just happened? I saw you click there, but I didn't really see much of a change. But there was a change. It's very subtle. Just watch here. Holy shit, she just gets a tad lighter, doesn't she? Almost as if their color palettes are almost nearly identical. And here it is unedited. Clearly this is Elina. This one's Maria. But without the accessories and colors, you probably couldn't tell they were the same fucking character, could you? They are almost nearly identical. So when D0phiNix bitches about people complaining that her character is almost like Maria, it's like, well, for one, sweetheart, it also doesn't help that you, one, tag your art with the Maria tags for some fucking reason, and two, you admitted it several times that she's just like Maria, and then you gawk, and you throw a fucking fit when people make a comment about it. Whose fault is it? If you don't want people comparing your character to another character, don't make them look like that said fucking character. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I made the comment that Elina has no fucking personality. None whatsoever. I mean, name one trait about her.
Oh, but she's shy.
Okay, and what else? Other than a little slut. Yeah, other than being shy and a slut, what do you know about this character? Which, by the way, Zero, how do you go from being a shy, innocent person to being a slut? It doesn't go together. She can't be like,
What? Yeah, please, stop it. Please don't hurt him. Leave him alone. Yeah. What are you doing? Please, don't hurt me. Please, leave me alone.
a little slut in the bed. It doesn't work. Okay?
I'm sorry, I can't do this. I think I don't want to draw Elina as NSFW anymore. She is my innocent character. Me, I'm the mom of my OC. She's too innocent. Perhaps I will use my old OC name, Lilia the Hedgehog. It's perfect for NSFW. She looks like Elina, and just in a different universe.
Y'all may be wondering, what was the whole point of me explaining about her character being a ripoff? Well, y'all, I'm glad you asked, because it's very important we touch that topic. Because she goes after people that have blonde-haired OCs and harasses them to change their character's design. And I have one story in particular I would love to share with you. And thank you to this person that was willing to share this story. So I hope you all buckled in your seatbelts, because this one is a doozy. Alright. It's time to get the tea poured. It's good stuff. Welch's grape juice. Alright. Now we're getting to the more important stuff. Zero appears to hate people who have OCs that have blonde curly hair and blue eyes. She will go as far as to manipulate people to change the design, even redesigned the OC for you. Apparently, she has a copyright over color palettes, clothing, etc., etc. This user had this encounter with Zero. Now, Zero decided to redraw this person's OC so they have different hair. Even went as far as to... Look! It's like she did a...
Here, I draw your OC, don't you dare give her puffy hair. Oh, by the way, I hope you like it.
Jeez. And look right here, it literally says here,
No more, not use anymore.
like, wow, who the fuck made you gatekeeper of OC designs? And God forbid if your OC is a hedgehog that is a blonde and puffy hair, this chick could be all over you. Like I said earlier before, she has no room to talk. Her own character is the bare definition of a ripoff.
Hi, Shadow. How can I help you?
It's nothing. I wanted to give you something.
Oh, wow. It's so pretty, Shadow. Thank you. Where did you get it?
It doesn't matter.
If that's the case, please wait here. I want you to see how it's look on me. Hey, Shadow. How do I look?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Shadow? Are you alright? Shadow? Are you okay?
Maria, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I miss you.
Shadow, it's okay. Don't cry. She'll always be watching over you. She'll always be by your side no matter what.
So, they even made a new OC that looks exactly like the OC they made change. Or rather changed for them. And you know what the funniest thing about all of this is? This very same OC she made change, she literally stole it, just made little teeny tiny changes, and had the audacity to call it her original OC. Original OC, do not steal, please. Basically, she will harass people to change OC designs, steal OC designs, disguise them as a new OC to say,
Listen here, you little bitch. This shit's mine.
yes, this Amelia OC is a byproduct of redesigning an OC she did not like because she copied Elina, when that wasn't the case. And then she proceeded to take that design at a pinch of Elina and snagged a bang from another OC, apparently. I don't know, but you don't copyright bangs, so it could have came from anything. So, I don't really count that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with having inspiration from other sources. It's just that she makes a big fuss about it. Like, if none of this convinces you, I don't know what will. I mean, who the fuck does this? I mean, yeah, there's coincidences. Like, I've seen an OC that looked very similar to mine. But do I go around knocking on their door saying,
Hey, I did this first. You have to change it. I will get my follower base and summon my army to go attack you. No,
No, you don't do that. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, if it was a direct ripoff, like, someone just took the picture of the OC and just recolored it, then you'd have a case. Oh my God. I think I need my medication. Anyway. So, and apparently, I've been getting a lot of my sources from someone who's been behind all this, you know, keeping an eye on everything, apparently. And from what I've been told, a lot of people were pointing it out to Zero. Like, hey, wait a minute. This Amelia looks just like the OC that you redesigned. Just a smidge different. And she hides the comments. No surprise. Hides the comments. Why am I not surprised? And apparently this was not a one-time thing either. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, she went after someone with a blonde cat OC. And from what I understand, this user deleted her accounts because of all this. So I wasn't able to find them and ask their story of what happened. So, to the person who owned this character, if you happen to be watching this, I'm sorry this happened to you. You did not deserve this. Your character was fine. It looked nothing like that bland-ass character. Your character was fine. She was just trying to find trouble where there wasn't any. Let's put it that way. Oh, d0phiNixx is under the impression that it's okay for her to take inspiration from other sources. Which it is, if done right. But when other people get inspiration that makes her OC not so unique anymore, she flips her shit. Because as far as I know, Elina used to be, for the longest time, one of the only few blonde hedgehog OCs. Despite there being a whole fucking headcanon of Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog dating back as far as 2006, as I can tell. So Elina really isn't that special. It's just a bootleg Hedgehog Maria. Now, if Zero wasn't harassing people for having blonde OCs, I honestly wouldn't give two shits about her OC being a ripoff. I really wouldn't. But it's the fact that she will go after people with similar concepts and bully them for it. All because she wants to keep her OC unique, when it isn't. In the previous clip, she said she had no problem with Nene character. You might ask, who's Nene? Back around 2016-2017, Nene was a blonde fur, blue-eyed cat, who was also shipped with Shadow, owned by an artist named Snow Tiger, who today is known as Shadow's Astra. And d0phiNixx, or Nulia Maria, at the time was jealous of the OC/ship, and DM'd the artist falsely claiming the OC looked just like Elina, and that the artist copied her. d0phiNixx told her to change her OC/style. The artist refused and told her the OC looked nothing alike, which it didn't. And with that, d0phiNixx got pissed and told her basically she'd have her friends report her for stealing. Some similar right, she came after and sicked her fans on the artist and made her get rid of the OC, and to make sure the artist never used her OC again. Zero offered to make a new OC for her and to use what d0phiNixx designed to give the artist, and told her that from now on to use them and not use her own blonde OC.
Sis? Why your character is almost like mine? You copy my character, style with blonde hair and cyan blue eyes. You better change your fur color. I will tell all my friends that you stole my character.
Fuck no! She looks like that because her eyes look like mine, and she looks like Rosalina from Mario. She's also a cat, not a hedgehog. I love her, and I won't change her. This is Nene the cat, and she was shipped with Shadow. As you can see, Nene looks nothing like fucking Elina. But in D0phiNix's whacked mind, for whatever reason, any blonde, fur, blue-eyed, down-eared, soft, shy, kind, pure, white dress-wearing hedgehog that is also shipped with Shadow, she sees as just automatically Elina. But you catch a hissy fit and get pissy and deny when people come at your head for calling your OC a Mary Sue or a wannabe Maria Robotnik, when you even made it clear yourself, whether you wanted to or not, that Elina is just Maria and Elina will always be in Maria's shadow. D0phiNixx made 3 OCs back then for the artist to choose from, if she was really being generous to help the artist, but really it was so she'd never use her blonde OC Nene again to those designs from now on, which the post is now deleted. I happen to own the first 2 designs now. Well, there you have it, folks. There is some little information about Nene after all. Granted, there's no screenshots, but I honestly believe what is being said here because this sounds a lot like D0phiNixx. So, but again, to Nene, the creator of Nene, I'm sorry this happened to you. You did not deserve that at all.
That Livia, new hair. I hope you like it. So, not use her old hair anymore. Me and my little sister designed her hair. Not puffy, but tried to look like angel hair. She looks more pretty, unique in this design. New hair. Try to look like Japanese hair vibe. I hope you accept this design. Oh. Only this? It's like the Kayla hair at front.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Maybe try her hair straight.
Or maybe I send you a sketch of my idea and see what you think.
Okay, let me know.
Okay.
Don't draw too much, Curly.
So first, I got these ideas from your idea for her hair. I was honestly struggling a little with the longer quills in the front.
I don't agree on top. I love your second one, but don't put the curly at the end. I choose second, but only add not curly at end. Man, hard to explain this. The ear, way she stay up.
Don't worry. I understand.
What?
I tried longer and shorter and added a ponytail at the top.
I disagree this too, but I choose the one I told you. The second pic you send. The one with the ribbon.
Oh, I see.
Here. Ta-da! Hope you like it. She looks like a maiden. Very long. Make her very pretty. So what do you think?
Oh my god, she's a cutie.
See? Long with thin long hair. So pretty.
I love it. Yes.
Don't use fluff anymore. You can repost that reference I make for you.
Okay, I will later.
So looks so fit in longest hair.
To be honest, yeah.
Just follow the reference, okay? Her hair until her leg. I watched from an anime design.
Thank you so much again.
No problem. You sure love the design?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Promise me use the design, okay?
So, as you see here, this OC has a little curl right up here at the head, like kind of like how Elina does in a way. And then curly short hair in the front, but her hair is extremely long in the back. Like long-sleeved cropped dress. Literally looks nothing like Elina. But she goes over here and draws this, which has little more similarities to Elina. Not a whole lot. Even this looks nothing like Elina. But she's like oh, don't use this design, when this design looks nothing like the original design in the first place. So, ultimately, D0phiNix made her own damn boogeyman. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to read you a series of messages between Zero and a minor. And the person in question they are talking to with this other person, they are talking about this user that D0phiNix changed the OC for. You know, this one. So this is who they are talking about, if you guys need some context. So, without further ado, let's get started with the shit.
Ah, yes. Her. How do you know her? She creepy stalker at me.
She randomly followed me on Insta.
I want you to block her. And unblock. To make sure she not follow you.
If that is what you wish, then I'll do it for you.
Do it. She's creepy everywhere. Also, I feel she tried her OC look more beautiful than Elina. Third, she stole my 2 friends.
You know I'd never leave you for someone else, right?
Promise me. Please, don't ever leave me. Even though you have a girlfriend.
I promise.
Friendship, don't leave behind.
It's fine. I love you. Even though I have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. I'll be with you. Whenever you need me, as long as my lazy ass doesn't pass out, I'll never leave you.
Aw, okay. I trust you. I want you to be honest. Which OC is most pretty? Elina or her OC? Or that bitch? True. She used my Elina curly hair a lot. She stole Elina personality. Ugh!
Yeah, it sucks when people steal shit.
Her OC act over cute.
I credit any artist I post as long as I know the artist. If I don't know nothing, I don't really do, sadly.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, Elina always in your heart?
Elina is my precious. Always will be.
Hey, I think you should block her. For good. I don't want her to talk about Scourge Lena.
Is this what you really want?
Yes, she's a stalker. What I do, she keep follow me.
As you wish.
Give me a screenshot. Good. She's a creep. Or maybe she want her OC become more popular than Elina.
There it is, straight from the horse's mouth.
I mean, she has 949 followers. You have like 15k plus followers. Don't think that's gonna happen.
You're right. She's keep bringing me stress. Ugh. Because she stole my friend. I don't want her friend with you. She's too fucking friendly.
Well, I'm an asshole. She probably won't even like me anyway.
Yeah, I can see she loves Scourge. Her OC loves Scourge.
Here we go. This user, who I'll refer to as R, came forward to me with some information about their encounter with Zero. How she constantly gaslighted and manipulated them. This is just a side edit here. A lot of these screenshots that R sent me has D0phiNix as deleted user. So if you find that very skeptical, I don't blame you. So this is all I got. I'm sorry if you have to take this with a side of salt. In the beginning, he approached her, wanting to be friends. Even asked if they could ship OCs together, which she agreed. However, she gets rather dominant, to say the least. She puts him on the spot to test their loyalty to her precious OC. Like, how dare you like other OCs other than my own? Drew porn to seduce them as if it will make him crawl back to this fictional bland-ass OC. As a side note, I don't care if Zero draws porn. She is a 22-year-old woman. She can draw whatever the hell she wants. However, the issue I have is that she is using it to manipulate people and is sending it to minors. If she hadn't been doing any of that, I honestly wouldn't give 2 shits about her pornography. So I figured I better clear that up, because going through my video, it looked like I was making her out to be a bad guy for drawing porn. So I figured I better clear that up. Things have gotten so bad for R, he had decided to cut ties with Zero due to her shitty behavior, making his friends feel terrible, and she still tried to contact him after like nothing happened. because she thought she could take advantage of this person's naiveness and be forgiven once again, because he's forgiven her several times, apparently, as they admitted it to me. Of course, R regrets to ever approaching Zero, but they had no idea what this person was really like. And I'm going to burst the fans of D0phiNix. I'm going to burst your bubble. She's been doing it to you too. If you are a watcher of hers, you may not have realized she's been manipulating you as well. She usually does it in her pity journals and Instagram stories, and her watchers eat the shit up. Are the journals I have of her guilt-tripping and bullshit apologies. Yeah, I know, I find it hilarious how she's always apologizing for the shit she's done, yet she never tells you why she is sorry. She keeps it very vague, and for the most part expects people to accept her apology, which they do. You think some people would catch on, which some have, others not so much. And she's always mentions that she's sad or not right in the head or state of mind. Or her dumb psycho cousin. No, that's supposed to be a defense. And, like, is this... And she'll probably use her psycho cousin as an excuse for sending porn to minors. And, is this cousin of yours just like Amy for Creepshow art? Just all made up in your head? Because you seem to let your cousin on your phone a lot. And it's just too convenient, isn't it? Just watch. She will try to weasel her way out somehow. She always manages to bring up her goddamn OC in these pity journals. And saying how much she loves her. She's her precious angel. Jesus Christ, if you love that fucking OC so much, why don't you marry it? I swear you have a fetish for your own OC. I mean, I think you have several fetishes, but I'm not getting into that. And she also loves to take the moral high ground to tell people to move on, leave the drama in the past. Which is quite hilarious coming from Zero, especially when she's usually the one that brings up all the drama onto herself. It's okay for her to bully people, but when she gets called out for it, suddenly she doesn't have a fucking spine. You know, Zero, for living in a glass house, you really shouldn't be throwing stones. And she also likes to say she's human and makes mistakes. But you keep making the stupid mistake all the time. You know, when someone keeps making the same mistake over and over and over again, is no longer a mistake. It's a habit. You know very damn well. All you have to do is hide for a few months and come back after a year or two and come back with some lip service of how much you've grown and changed and bring up how much you miss Elina. Talk about depression or throw your family under the bus or no Wi-Fi. Which can happen, but for you, it's always convenient. Some of your viewers will eat it up with a big spoon and you will continue your bullshit like normal because that's how it's always been for her. Because that's always how it's been for her. But with all the shit she's done, I'd like to see her try to weasel her way out of this. It'll be hysterical. It's also quite hilarious when you get banned off Sonic Amino for your bullshit, and that place is ran by brain dead chimps. If you fuck up so badly to the point where the Sonic Amino who literally kisses your fucking ass 24/7 and simps over you, if you fucked up that bad to the point where they banned you, you know you royally messed up.
You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
Maybe.
Anyway, back to the topic. She even mentions to get fame. And swears she doesn't care about fame.
I'm not famous yet.
You got more than 2,000 watchers in less than 6 months. You got so many comments in one art.
You need to read this.
Read what?
Okay, so this is how in every day and night I keep watch people every day and follow them. Then they follow me back. Then I talk to new watcher to become friend. Talk anything about fun and build relationship. Then you need to feel yourself happy. When I submit my new art, then I watch people again. So well, about art, you need to inspire people and always practice every day to see your improvement. You need to think positive and go to the light to see your joy. I always build relationship to make close each other. So that's why people comment and fave my art, to see my inspire art, to make people smile. Even always help people, like a tip please, what, birthday, and everything. That's how the true me. As a big artist for me, I don't want to be arrogant, that's all. I want DeviantArt to see my real art, to make people smile, to see my inspired touching feeling like sadness, cuteness, art, and cool boys art. Build your relationship. Bring people to make happy. All I want is many people support my Elina and Sega soon and help me to make a story together. Even I want to be my biggest artist, like my Japanese artists. That's all.
Well, that doesn't work for other people. What is my purpose, D0phiNix?
You make me famous.
Oh my god. And these messages, I cannot read them to comprehend them because it is so broken. Because it's so broken. I know English is not her first language. She probably can't help it, but... So, here they are. If you want to read them, have fun. Alright. I'm going to say this again. All things mentioned are alleged. Even with photographic proof, I am not the law, and I cannot convict any crimes mentioned here. As much as I'd like to, but I can't. So, yeah, there's your second disclaimer. Now, let's get to the biggest issue of them all, the pedophilia. Now, I will make this perfectly clear. There is nothing wrong with drawing an SFW of your OC. It's your character, you're over the age of 18. It's perfectly legal. As I mentioned earlier with R, she sent pornography of her OC and gaslighted him constantly. Now, R is a legal adult. However, she sent pornography to minors and engaged in sexual roleplay. Even sent a few, as I'm aware, animated porn of Elina. And if you look right here, this person told Zero their age on January 20th, 2021. And she sent the porn animation literally a day later, knowing fully well the person is a minor. And looking at this shot, I'm sure of you, some of you are going to be like, but the minor gave permission. I don't care. It shouldn't even gotten that far. The very idea of sending porn to a minor should have never crossed her fucking mind in the first place. Just the fact she did this without second thought is highly disturbing. And it should be disturbing you guys as well. I don't know why some of you are still defending this bitch. I don't. She knows it's wrong. But she's gotten away with shit for so long over the years because the majority of her watchers basically kiss her bare ass. All because she has good art. Now, to be fair, some of her watcher base probably doesn't realize she does this shit. Because she puts on a facade of being this sweet, innocent young girl that just makes a simple mistake. And seeing people constantly fall for her manipulative bullshit is honestly just sad. And the fact I know people will and have tried to defend her fucking behavior is just sickening. Some have even gone as far as to say, well, we don't know any of this is true without proven without a doubt.
Nobody should be being accused of anything, as there's no concrete proof to prove that they did any of this or proof that they were guilty without a doubt.
While the chat logs are staring at them right in the dead face. One fuckwad in particular said this.
Possibly be to just not engage with minors in any way like this, or maybe don't even do it on your main account. It's like, do you want to be caught? Is that the whole goal here?
Oh, you are just the worst type of person.
That is highly disturbing. Don't give pedophiles idea how to cover their tracks, you fucking moron. Now, I'm not here to shit on that person, even though I can tell their video was rushed, and they're not in any way defending Zero, so I'll leave them be. But that tells me that despite all the chat proofs that has been given to people, they're still not willing to drag Zero through the mud. Like, really? What reason would these minors have to lie about something as serious as pedophilia? They don't. And I believe them, and you should too. And the very fact, when all this is coming to light, d0phiNix ran off and deleting all of her accounts like a little bitch. That is what a guilty person looks like in my book. Granted, that is not always the case, but given that she's done this every time she's gotten into any trouble, surely this situation is no different. And if you try to defend d0phiNix for her predatory behavior, you're just as bad as a pedophile. So just remember the next time you try to defend her pedophilia for simply having good art is not a get out of jail free card. And if I see anyone victim blame these minors, I will delete your comments. These are minors, some may not have realized what was going on at the time, or they were afraid to speak up about their situation. Should have just blocked her. Does not change the fact that Zero has done this immoral, vile shit to these people. Thankfully, she has been reported to the authorities, so she will be on record and possibly investigated for this. I didn't want to vent about this again, but d0phiNix needs to be stopped, and needs to pay for what she has done to myself and others. She started off being nice to me, and shit, we became buddies. Yes, but at the time when she started getting sexual and I was kind of playing along, to not ruin her liking towards me. But inside, I was concerned a 22-year-old shouldn't be doing this without my legal consent, which I had not given her, by the way. Zero forced me not to ship my character, my own character, who I control. She forced me to ship him with her rip-off of someone else's. She's the reason I don't really like role-playing unless it's someone I truly trust. I'm selective with the shipping. As well, due to her, she's given me permanent PTSD that I will most likely never get rid of. This happened for months, and I kept doing these things for her out of fear. She drew shit for me from roleplays I was forced into. She would say,
"Oh, you shut off for me."
And I did, as she said, every time. She forced me to touch myself for her own pleasure. This made me uncomfortable, but I didn't want to lose her as a friend, so I went along with what she wanted me to do. I was an idiot. What she asked of me was wrong. She didn't even like me in a relationship way. She just seemed to make me do horrible things for her own amusement. I was scared of standing up to her because of her follower base. I was afraid of being attacked by many if I tried saying something to her. When the drama happened, she cried to me about it. Claimed she did nothing, and I defended her for that. I lost a ton of followers and new friends. I had cried myself to sleep almost every night She knew I was in a poly relationship at the time with 2 girlfriends. She made me do this sexual shit, lose friends, and she expected me to defend her, and I did, 'cause I trusted her. Then after stressing so much, I tried offing myself with a knife, then tried to choke myself out, then tried drowning myself even, but that failed, and I still had to face her. Whenever I asked about her past, she would always keep me from it because she didn't want me to find out the truth. She hurt my friends and never told me she did. She wanted me to trust her word, and I did. About a month ago, I finally confronted her that I wasn't comfortable with what she was doing because I had 2 girlfriends whom I loved very much, and then she got angry. She started yelling at me, but she cooled down and she said everything was fine. She ghosted me since then, and I had recently figured out she was talking behind my back and flipped the story saying I made her do things when it was the opposite. How much of a monster you are, Zero. I didn't want to date anymore. I couldn't handle it. So I broke up with my 2 girlfriends recently. I needed them to have someone better. Zero had ruined me and my interest for them. They both probably hate me, but it's what I get for putting my trust in someone who shouldn't be trusted. Zero, you need to leave social media forever. I don't care how good of an artist you are. Fuck your art. Fuck your characters. You deserve to be banished from social media forever. I have slowly been getting back into my life together. I got new amazing girlfriend who I've been spending every moment I can with. I got awesome friends and a loving following community. So life for me may suck, yes, but it's getting better. My final statement is this. We need to take down this monster. I am a part of this movement as a victim myself, but as a man who wants to help others and make sure she doesn't hurt anyone anymore. That's what the goal of this movement is, to protect those who have suffered and those who are at risk, but mostly anyone in general. This is my final statement. Please keep up to date with xXAlshaniXx's art account for more details. Kid, listen to me. You need to hear this. It's not your fault. None of this is your fault. You didn't know what was going on. You were afraid. D0phiNix should have known better. As a matter of fact, she probably fucking knows better already. But she took advantage of you. She is a full-grown adult. She knows better. She took advantage of you. It is not your fault. Don't ever blame yourself for the shit she has done to you. Ever. Do not blame yourself. You deserve better than that. It is not your fault.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm not give up like Etika. Kill him. Not weak as him. I follow my positive side and never give up on my dream. I move on and keep my dream and come true. Please stop. Talk about my past. Did you saw this knife? She didn't stop. I will kill myself.
Don't. Please. Honey, please. Sweetheart. Nalia, please. So, I'm going to close off with my final thoughts, and then afterwards, I'll have a few more readings of her shit. So if you want to enjoy those, go for it. But, how do I feel about all of this? Truly disgusted. I used to think that all of D0phiNix was just a fucking brat with her OC. That's all I thought she was, but it turns out it was a lot deeper than that. And like I said earlier, people would sometimes come to me in my video of her I did before, telling me stuff she's done, and it was all about OCs, and I just kept ignoring it because it was about an OC. You know, I moved on from that. But when it came to light that she was grooming minors, allegedly, I knew I had to say something. So, I did the best I could to research thoroughly fact check everything. So I tried my best to get out the most accurate information as possible. Now, I did not cover everything because there is so much stuff, like 6 years worth. So I will put links in the description for more information. Alshani has been documenting this for years. Now, I want to address something that a lot of people are saying. There are several people that are suggesting we need to talk to D0phiNix. Guys, here's the thing. People have already tried that. I tried it. Alshani's tried it. A lot of people have tried it. D0phiNix does not care. She does not want to change. She does not want to change. All D0phiNix cares about is numbers, popularity, the amount of likes she gets, and the amount of comments she gets, and how many people kiss her ass. That is all she cares about. She does not care who she hurts in the process, which is very clear in what I've stated before in the video. All the shit she's done. And I can tell with her grooming minors and dating one or two, she is very comfortable with doing this stuff. And that is very disturbing. And the only reason why she is comfortable with doing this is because she's been in a consequence-free environment for so long. Because she thinks she can't get into trouble because how popular she is. She is delusional of her fame. The fame has gotten to her head. And I've also seen people say they wanted to off themselves because D0phiNix got canceled. To those of you who said that, I suggest you go seek medical help. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm not a doctor. And those of you who feel betrayed, you should be pissed off. You have every right to be. You have every right to be pissed off. Those of you who are skeptical, I'm glad you're asking questions. It's okay to ask questions. But don't be a fucking idiot. The evidence is right in front of you. Use it. Okay? Because I've seen people who are like, oh, but we don't know for sure if it was her. Guys, the chat logs are right here. Even the Buckweek that made a video on her, who mostly just promoted himself, had all kinds of chat logs handed to him by Alshani herself, but all he did was use it for a fucking thumbnail and barely covered anything. And said, hey, if you're going to be a pedophile, make an alternative account. I mean, do you want to get caught? Yeah. No. Don't do that. Okay? Don't. Anyway. I can't tell you what you guys can like and what you can't like. If you want to cut ties with D0phiNix and want nothing to do with her, block her on everything, that's on you. But if you still want to support her, give her a chance, even though she has like a shit ton of them already, that's on you too. But please, heed our warnings. Take what you know into consideration of what kind of person she is. If she was trying to change, we would notice, but she doesn't. She's going to come back, and she's going to pay some lip service to all of you. She's going to make a sob story. She's going to use some excuse for why she did these things to these minors. She's going to make excuses of why she did sexual things to these minors. She's going to do everything in her power to make herself look innocent or to guilt trip you. She's going to do it. Do not fall for her crap. She does this every single time she gets in trouble. And she makes a so-called apology journal. And she's going to do it again. And I'm sure people are going to fall for it. Do not fall for it. Be cautious. Okay? That's all I gotta say. You know, I'm not a commentary person, clearly. I mean, look at this video footage. 2006 called and it wants its video quality back. And I'm wearing an Eggman jacket. Reason being is because it took me a month to make this. And I wanted to wear something that was consistent. Instead of like, ooh, blue shirt the next day, red, white, blue, blah, 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 blah. That way it was consistent. I would like to have a jacket of my character, but I don't have one, so I digress. So, criticisms are welcome. How I can make my videos better. I have a video camera. I was just too lazy to get it out. Especially for something like this. It was just easier to use my webcam. It was just easier. But if you have any suggestions of what I can do to help structure my videos better, that is very welcome. I welcome it. Because I may not be a commentary video, but I still would like to improve on how I make videos, in case I do another one in the future on something, And like I said before, if I see any comments victim blaming any of these victims, I will delete your comments. This is your warning. Now, if you're doing a video, if you're making a comment defending Zero, having an opposite argument, you're fine. I'm not going to delete it. I'll disagree with you. And I'm sure a few other people will disagree with you. But I'm always welcome open discussion. But you're wrong. Because all the evidence is right here. This has been Jasmine Robotnik, and I will see you all another time. You can follow me on DeviantArt, Twitter, Instagram. I post my art there. Mostly about that guy and my cat. So, see you later.
And, R0finix, I know I'm no threat to you. You'd like to think that because I'm not popular, I am no threat to you. Yeah, I know. People have told me. And it doesn't bother me one bit. But let me tell you something, sweetheart. It's not me you should be worried about. It's the entire community you should be worried about. Just keep that in mind, sweetheart.
Work in progress. My baby is returned. Work in progress. Drew this while crying. I need to wash my eyes. Gosh, this cheers me up when I draw this Elina. I'm a happy mother to Elina. Hello, everyone. I want to tell all. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'm sorry to all my friend I hurt. But I already apologize. I'm sorry. Please, draw whatever you want. I don't care. I know you all went too far against me and Elina. The real side story me and my friends already forgive each other. Before the drama comes, I keep blame myself, and I do realize I make mistake. But I'm trying my best to fix myself and give chance. I've been improved, better person lately. I promise I won't interrupt someone OC. My only wish is that things could have been better. And I know in the end that my fault. I will still keep Elina and Amelia forever. I'm sorry again to all of you. Please forgive me and give me another chance someday. I'm here for many years. It's normal to see more mistakes from people who almost live in the internet. I'm still learning. I did another mistake. My fault. But the thing became bigger than it actually was. I know I already done mistake in the past. That made problem worse. But it's also difficult try to better when you are still growing as an adult.
God!
I can't close to anyone anymore. I had enough people backstabbing me. I want you all stay peaceful without me. For people out there, you should look more in my good perspective. You don't have to be stalking me all the time for looking my mistake. I know all human make mistake. We all not perfect. I don't mind people. How much you hurt me, if that's what you choose. This wasn't an easy choice, but it's for the best, so anyone can calm down. I decided to quit the Sonic fandom. That is what you all want, right? I know I'm bad luck. To all people, I can't be close to anyone anymore. At this point, no matter what I do, these people aren't gonna let me be for a while. The best thing I can hope for is for these experiences to help better myself in life. I will end here. I'm quit Sonic fandom. I'm tired people only see my bad perspective. It's for the best. I want people forget about me for own good. I'm sorry again to all. Please forgive me and give me another chance. I accept this reality. I accept this faith. Thanks to God, wake me up before a better good person. There's still hope. I can change, be better me. Just look and see. Thank you all. And goodbye. I always love you.
Zero, you know, it's kind of hard for people to trust you and see your good side when all you do is lie and manipulate people. And plus, we all know she did not give up on the Sonic community. I'm not sure when this little journal thing was made, but yeah, it's clear she didn't give up on the Sonic fandom. And no, nobody backstabbed you. You backstabbed everybody you came across. You're always complaining that you don't have any friends or people always leave you. Maybe you need to reevaluate your life. Maybe you need to look in the mirror and realize that it's you. That is the problem. Zero, you're 21 years old. You should know how to behave online. And the thing is, you probably do. You just don't want to do it. You just want to keep acting like a little teenager. And you practically live on the internet. Maybe, just maybe, you should, I don't know.
You should go fucking outside, okay? There's a whole fucking world for you to explore, alright? You should touch some goddamn grass, okay?
My OC, Magenta the Hedgehog. Looks like it's from Forces.
The blonde one is my OC.
She is originally from Forces. Cool. I think she looks better in my style.
Man, I think I give up in this group. I want to leave. Don't like my art. Keep ignore.
I like your art. Me too.
Please, tell me where to click. Leave this group. It's less supporter. I want to leave. Left, I am a child. What's your excuse? Lol.
You literally got upset for nothing when my friend was being complimented on his Sonic Forces fan character. He said his fan character looks better in his art style, but you took it as people weren't paying attention to you. These are your words from your mouth. You need to check your ego.
I'm a child. What's your excuse? Lol.
But you're not a child. So what's your excuse?
Touch grass!